This Jamaican fruit cake is rich and full of flavor, made with real fruits, spices, and prepared the traditional way. This cake is known for its deep taste and moist texture. My ingredients are 6 eggs, 1.5 pounds of sugar, 2 pounds of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of almond essence, 16 ounces of butter, and 1 tablespoon of browning. I did not use a lot of sugar in this cake, so I use 1/2 pound of sugar and I blend with the butter and the eggs. Once it's blended with the butter and the eggs, I add my spices, which is vanilla essence and almond essence, and I mix well. I mix again just to make sure that all the ingredients are well blend. I'll also here, I would add some browning to the mixture. The browning is what gives the cake the color. So only use 1 tablespoon. If you're looking for if you want your cake to be a little bit darker, you can add about maybe 1.5 tablespoon. Once I add the browning, I add my flour. I usually combine all my dry ingredients together. So here I had 1 tablespoon of cinnamon in the flour and also 1 tablespoon of nutmeg. Then I add my fruits. The fruits are mixed peel, prunes, raisin, cherries. So my fruits are usually mixed and soaked for a month before I bake. So what I do, I would blend my fruits with Red Label wine and Wray and Nephew rum and let it sit for about a month before I bake. You don't have to have your fruit doesn't have to soak for a month, but I prefer it that way because, all the flavor in the fruits is just, make your cake delicious. Here, I also add some more white rum, and this is optional, and I add some more wine. I mix well just to make sure all your ingredients are well combined and mixed very well, because you want your cake to be moist, delicious, and just flavorful. Once you mix, you mix all your ingredients, then you should base your cake pan with butter before you add your cake mixture. Your oven should be gauged at 350 degrees, and your cake should bake for about 50 minutes to an hour. Once the cake is baked, I usually like to, taste it right away. However, if it's a little dry, you can add more wine or rum to your liking, whatever you like. You don't have to add wine or rum after it's baked, but sometimes this will add more flavor to it. And it's best to add it when the cake is hot, just out of the oven. So here I'm adding more wine. Once you add the wine, you let it sit for a few minutes, and you can, of course, slice into it. Here is what it looks like when I add the wine. This is what it looks like. This is what happened when I take it out of the oven immediately and wanted to taste it. So this Jamaican fruit cake is more than a dessert. It's a Caribbean tradition, especially during the holiday. One slice tells the whole story.